I've got one request. Please can we just keep it rap? I don't want to be leaving beaten black and blue and repeatedly stabbed by battle rap's bad boy, Evil Mac. The people's champ, and his lethal clan, his heenish gang of fiendish lads, so please can we at least agree to that? I seen you rap on a video on YouTube from a decade ago. It made my brain explode. Dazed and blown, it's amazing though. How can you be technically a veteran of this art when you look essentially 11 and a half? But it doesn't need explaining, it's a vast known fact. There's even that saying, Mac don't crack. And alas, I'll boldly admit it, I'm no spring chicklet. You see, I'm 45. Yeah, I'm 45. People say I look good for my age all the time. It feels sort of nice. But next to this guy, I'm mortified. My ego's torn inside. My young looks are sort of like falsified or denied. It's like my unfruitful efforts compete hopelessly next to this youthful cherub with sweet, rosy cheeks. I mean, sheesh, forget shaving, mate. Your baby face is decades away from a razor blade. I bet Mac B staying away from that Gillette Mac 3. I mean, just look at his boyish, vibrant grace. Your moisturizer game must be borderline insane. I'm saying, core blimey, you get ID'd when you buy sweets. I mean, crikey, what is your secret? Is it yoga, Nike, Tai Chi? Or might be, he's got mixtures of magical elixirs that he hides in a shelf. Or maybe he lays and bathes in virgin tears to curb them years. And he cries them himself. I mean, when I look at you, I don't think manly opponent. I think, come on a moment, this child need a hand with his homework. When my instincts kick in, I'll help you dutifully at night time with your sons. And I'll support you through puberty when the time finally comes. I mean, crumbs, it's a fact, Mac. You look like you're at school holding a backpack, late for your first period. Scratch that. You look like you're confused, holding a Tampax, late for your first period. Now let's get serious. You battled Wavy John, and man was on a mission, but 3 judges say he lost. Unanimous decision. Really? Wavy John? You couldn't take him on? A man that's really tall, obese and bald, ginger beard, got skin that's weird, it's crystal clear that an opponent like him is uniquely heaven sent, and the dude even had a speech impediment. So I hate to probe, but I have to ask, for a victory, what kind of disabilities your opponent have to have? A druggie that's deaf dumb, with an ugly ass stepmom, left-handed, hairy as a sheep with missing digits, cleft palate, dairy allergy, and is a midget. And if during your battle he had diarrhea that dribbled down his entire rear via here and trickled past his ankles to his sandals right in front of you, did you come up with enough angles for the W? With the Wavy John battle, the deal was the loser literally leaves town. When I'm done spitting these 3 rounds, I'll break your soul down mentally until you change your whole identity. Disguise yourself as an arthritic, decrepit old man, disappear living fear in the witness protection program.
I'm about to tear this up. It's about to be some scary stuff. They say I'm no good at rebuttals. Fair enough. It's been 2 years since I battled. That's 24 months. That's 104 weeks. I don't even know what in days. And yeah, ever since me and that ginger what's-his-face became no longer mates, I can tell you, not a lot has changed. But now I've come back to battling. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure why. Trust me. I mean, it's not like the last time I battled I actually made any money. Nah, instead, because he thought it'd be funny, I got sent to a fucking village the other side of the country. Cheers, no. So anyway, Ominous. When I heard I was battling a guy with the name Ominous, I had to go on Google and search it up because I didn't know what that is. And what Ominous means is the unsettling impression that something terrible is about to happen. Which makes sense you pick that as a name now you're rapping. I mean, it seems obviously inevitable because when you're about to rap, you'll get the impression it's going to be probably terrible. Yeah, that's going to be probably terrible. See, you look like a complete joke, right? You look like a complete joke. That's the only reason anyone here is laughing. You're about to see this doctor get outwitted by a mere barman. See, I'll light this place up. It's going to be a clear arse, and then you won't want this smoke here like Keir Starmer in a beer garden. Fucking weird Martian. You're strange. Odd. I do not like it. And why is that haircut so fucking lopsided? Seriously. Was your barber on some funny drugs, or did you just turn up to him like, yeah mate, can you just fuck this up? When Ella told me he gave me a TV doctor, I was like, wait a second. You're not going to make me write bars for fucking David Tennant. Like, during the day, this guy is trying to be a barsmith, and at night, he takes a ride inside his TARDIS to defend Earth from all the Cybermen and Daleks. Right.
Good.
Paul Mac Sherry.
I am.
Do you know what his rap name was? Actually, Paul Mac Sherry. I don't think rap's ready, this man's jelly. And if other battlers disrespected, it's because man's jelly. Of course they are, naturally. Do you want to tell them what your rap name was, actually? Originally, this MC was called Mac Baby Sham. But the dude's a crazy ass maniac, so he changed his name to Mac Sherry for a grittier flavoured tag. If you want to be a ladies' man, stop naming yourself like a lady, man. I mean, what's next? Mac Bailey's, fam. Poor Mac Sherry. But don't worry, I've got a moniker that embodies you more accurately. You guys want to hear it? You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
2-Pack Sherry. As a name, it's a perfectly fitting one. It's glorious because when I hit 'em up, I'm always victorious. You're about to be killed and stuff by someone notorious. And the small irony, murder unsolved, even if the police toil tirelessly. Not one witness, despite all eyes on me. So I officially christened the 2-Pack Sherry. I mean, he's a tough guy. He's even got a tattoo across that smooth, flat belly that says Mug Life. That's right, Mac can't handle my lines. They're potent dope on Mac's killer. Another white rapper demised, overdosed Mac Miller. My wigger, I thought you retired. My wigger, I thought you retired from the rapping Mac. So what inspired you to scramble back? Did the entire scene of battle rap beg with their desire to have you back? Fuck no! If that was the truth, then I'd start worrying about the turn of the Mac, Mark Morrison. But he's just lost his employment. He's lost his enjoyment in his previous employment in the car park at Morrison's. So if Mac says he's street, likely Mac's pants on fire. But the almighty Mac's entire persona is comedy. But he is persistent, tireless, Mac's a trier. So if Mac says he rode like he Danny Dyer, then it's all for show, like he Mac a liar. Hang on, comedy, road, show. Isn't that Michael McIntyre? The entire world has heard the absurd rumours about Mac's debut. They said he was actually solid, but I've got a morality problem because it ain't true. It's fake news. So stop the lying, because it ain't funny, gents. He wasn't crying, he was cutting onions. My friends, lies are devastating. Other witnesses described a panic attack another time you were battling Mac bullshit. This guy was meditating. He was just using an ancient, discreet, traditional technique, bent over and hyperventilating.
So let's go
Shut up. You battled a guy called Rusty, and in that battle, you told him his farts are gusty. Damn, that was a hard lyric. I never thought you were such a fart critic. Seriously, mate. Seriously, mate. Those are some unusual bars. All up in his face, telling him about his poos and farts. It really gave us some insight into who you truly are. So you don't attack an opponent's character, you choose their arse. Look, and yet you have a few followers. But don't go thinking you're special. They follow you because you're a psychiatrist that went to some sort of med school. They think that you're helpful. They have so many problems in their own lives that they're really struggling and it's stressful. They have to be fighting the devil. So basically, all your supporters aren't right in their heads. Just understand that on a level. So basically, to be a fan of you have to be pretty much mental. You have to be pretty much mental. See, giving it the old school lecture. You have to be pretty much mental. Hang on, one second. Right, look. I could beat you even freestyling. Bro, you are 45, you're literally senile. Right? Literally, that beard looks fake as well. Mate, you need to go take the girl and just fucking pop in a baby bell. I don't know. Hang on. Nah, go on, you're going. Let's go with that.
Mac Sherry, you just choke like a loser.
No, shut up.
And then and try and make it smooth like a trooper. I am a doctor. I'm used to you choking. That's why I learnt the Heimlich. You are, mate, the very definition of an incel. And it permeates every single skin cell, from your testicular wrinkles to your rigid nipples to the pus in your little pimples. You've got a girlfriend on the internet you've never met called Michelle, who's actually a man who scams from Dagestan called Miguel. And he smells a pickle, onion-flavoured Pringles. Did anyone tell me the job of this pitiful character? Does anyone know what he does for a living? I mentioned it before? No? Did this for 10 years and nobody knows it. Okay. The job of this pitiful character, he works in a pub, assistant manager. Or should I say assistant to the regional manager? Doesn't really matter, both positions are consistent to a feeble amateur. Wherever this hapless jerk happens to work, I'll turn up at his public house, half-dressed with my nuts still out, blood in mouth. I'll go to your jukebox, play Queen, Rage Against the Machine, then I'll make my way over to play on your new slot machine. On the first crack shot, man's got jackpot, take the whole damn lot, wipe the pub's huge profit clean, then I'll ruin a snooker game by yelling abusive names, then I'll pop the blue off the green. Then I will go to the bar where Max Sherry be serving, pushing the queue, accidentally on purpose. And if you're speculating why I'm not going to wait in line, it's because I'm awfully disobedient. Then I force you to make me a cocktail with 46 ingredients that's enormously inconvenient. With loads of onerous components, and I'll make you bring them from the cellar, add a little splash of Stella, and a dash of lemon with a miniature umbrella. And when you're finished, fella, I will leave you no tip, take a slow sip, then go spin it all over the bar and say, this tastes so shit. I don't know if I'm being harsh or not, but you must realise your battle raps laugh and stop the arse they mock, the target of snidey comments and nasty shots. You get bullied and pestered and patronised with jokes. They mock you relentless, you're the other battler guys in joke. But you love the attention, getting flattered by sick blokes. You once had a shred of dignity, but you sacrificed this though. It's all true, isn't it? I'm telling you for your own good, altruistic, hoping this pattern might hit home. This psychological phenomenon, that is widely known as battered wife syndrome. And I'm sure today, before you came, your mum was packing you a lunchbox with some spare undies and some socks. And as you left for this event through the French doors, she gave you a pep talk. Surely, dearest, you're my prettiest gold jewel, and kids can be so cruel, and I know you were bullied to visit your old school, Saint King of the Ronald Tide. But you have to avoid the nastier boys, the frivolous squabbles and fights, and when you come back and make your favourite snack, simmer people off on the lights. So what's it like? It can't truly be fun times knowing you're the entire battle rap community's punchline. But that's what you're noted for. You chump even though the bullies want to throw you overboard. You jump, no more credit in the scene, you're overdrawn. You've dumped, the humiliation must weigh heavy even with shoulders broad. You'll slump, and when you lose today, you'll allege voter fraud. You trump. So dear audience, you get to decide who's victorious, but when comparing this is of enormous importance. He's been doing this for decades, I've barely been doing this for 4 months. Lord Jamar says, you're not even a guest, at best, you're a temporary transitory tourist. Nobody's ignoring Max Shandy's endurance. But surely we can't be ignoring the resto, the snivelling, the chokes, Pedro ripping his clothes, the enormously boring, the boringest, corniest performances. The shame on you guys as the audience. The fault is yours for rewarding this abhorrence.
Let's go.
Right. Sorry for the end of that second round, but it's time to wrap it now. See, the only thing you can trump me on is maybe the fact that I have less money. But well done for getting on the card with the likes of Marlowe and Pamphlet and even Raz Rent, buddy. But today, you're going to see that you're going to be a fucking crash test dummy and get wrapped up like an Aztec mummy. See, he's a celebrity doctor. But does anyone actually know who he is? Mate, nobody knows you exist. Seriously, you're so irrelevant. If you're about to throw yourself off a roof or bridge, like that poor woman last week in the news and shit, I bet even Bon Jovi wouldn't try to convince you you should live. He'd probably just stand there like, yes mate, do a flip. Right, let's have some fun, folks. I heard your mother's OnlyFans career isn't really working as a side hustle. But I then discovered why it was a right struggle. I told her to put her prices down, she needs to keep her price humble. She tried to charge me £100 the other night for a nice cuddle. Yeah. She wonders how she's going to pay the rent. It's barely getting covered by her income. I said maybe try something other than men and getting covered by the income. Yo, for the rest of her life, she's going to be having all sorts of toilet trouble ever since she destroyed her bumhole from having 30 men in and out of her ring like a Royal Rumble.
Let's go!
And I was fucking mortified when her told me you were 45. Like, either he's telling porcupines or you and Tony D have been using the same de-aging formula all your life. Like, 45? Like, how is this true? I ain't got an ounce or a clue. I mean, were your parents fucking bathing and showering you in a fucking fountain of youth? So this fucking teenager went on Don't Hate the Players. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought, there we go. Got to hang out with my Jabba. Jealous, bro. But the theme was he had to turn up in what he wears to his job, and he was wearing clothes, but it was a white jacket with a stethoscope. Like you're a psychiatrist. Why the fuck would a psychiatrist need a stethoscope? Like, I think the term, the right tools for the job is pretty confusing for this law. Like, could you imagine you hire him as a decorator to paint a few rooms in his house? And he fucking turns up with a hammer, a few screws and some nails. Yeah, that's it.